See, I learned it in both ways, even at, you look at companies when they are going through a legal HR thing, they come guns blazing, they take out the best lawyers, and you're thinking thing is so simple, it just needs us to sit down and talk about it. But the attitude when people coming with guns to just a simple conversation, then acceptance is not quicker to get there, right? So I would advise any woman under Ubuntu strength in the process of rebuilding is to say, look, the pressures will always be there, whether it's the pressures from legal point, decision making to be forced to, but take your time. Always tell yourself, what would God expect me to do, and when you use God's timing, it never fails, regardless of how the world perceives it. And more than anything, when you get there, after you've accepted, did not deny, did not live in delusion, but accepted this for reality and said, but even if this is reality, I will not allow it to force me into a place where I know, for example, this thing can lead to death, whether to death of people around you, even yourself. But once I get there, I'll be glad that I've chosen God's way, And as said, when you are going through business loss and family dismantling, it's important to say you have to be very sober and sound-minded. There's a lady I love, she always says, if you walk into a room, 5 people are all thinking the same thing, someone is not thinking there. And it's true, so don't be pushed or whatever, but the quicker you accept, you look at reality, the black and white things, but you also say, this I'm willing, this I'm not willing to do, even in my acceptance, because doesn't mean that when you've accepted something, then you should be twisted and, pushed to a corner. No, that is not God's way. So I would advise to say, any woman under Ubuntu strength, if you are in that process of rebuilding, always choose the God way, because that one is always acceptable in many, many ways, and it never led anyone astray, or it never led anyone to a further loss. If anything, you will get there and say, Lord, I thank you. I was able to choose your way and your timing and accept this for what it was.